Hello, it's game day. It's Aston Villa versus Wolves in the Premier League, and Aston Villa look to continue with their impressive home record and gain ground, hopefully, on that top four. Wolves, a team in disarray, a team who are rock bottom, stink in the Premier League out week in, week out. Here come Aston Villa, though, the team who give 3 points away. These are the games where basically teams go, I can't wait to play Villa, because they'll give us that little pass. When you're in your worst run of form, Villa are your team. Look at Liverpool. Liverpool hadn't won a game for ages, couldn't win a game. Villa played them. We gift them 3 points. And once again, Liverpool go back to normal service of not winning games. However, we're going to change this today. I'm actually quietly confident about Aston Villa putting in a big shift, a big shift today. But yeah, we are streaming across like two versions, horizontal and vertical. I don't know how I've done this. It's a new feature on StreamYard. I don't know what it looks like, but we're going to give it a go. But yeah, so big up to everyone. Make sure you smash the like button. Show the support. Heidi and I are locked in. I've just scoffed a sandwich that the kids have made for me. A salami and cheese. Nice one. Yeah, salami, cheese, onion, lettuce, tomatoes, all that good stuff in a tiger bread. And oh yeah, the vertical one looks a bit different, doesn't it? But there we go. Right. I haven't even seen the team yet, so that's what I'm here for. I want to see what Unai Emery's done. Now, I predicted that Unai Emery would drop Ollie Watkins today. That's my prediction. I haven't seen the team, as I said. I don't know what the team is looking like, but I said Ollie Watkins to get dropped by Unai Emery. Has it happened? We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, make sure you are coming over there, as you said, depending on which platform you're looking at, if it's the horizontal or the vertical. But I think the vertical one doesn't look as good.
Everyone's on the vertical one.
Oh, right. Yeah, it doesn't look as good. I won't do that in the future. Right, team, here we go. Because I think when I share the team now, you won't be able to see it as clearly. Let's see what happens. Right. Let's share this. And I want it like that. Right, here we go. Team lineup coming up. I can see Morgs there. Yeah, here we go. Matty Cash is the poster boy today. Okay, Emi Martinez. This is my live team reveal. I haven't actually seen the team. This is the first time seeing the team. So, Emi Martinez, Cash, Konsa, Powell, Luca Dean. So he's gone with Dean today again over Matson. He's favoured him. Tillemans and Kamara, McGinn, Buendia, Rogers, Mallon. So it has come true. Ollie Watkins has been dropped from the Aston Villa starting lineup. I think a lot of fans will be watching and saying the right move, the correct move. And I would like to know how you guys think about that as well. The fact that our man Ollie Watkins has been dropped from that is fascinating to say the least. Still no room for a Jadon Sancho start. But what I would also probably say is, and very clearly say is, that Evan Gessond seems to have really fallen out of the pecking order. He's had enough of Gessond. But I must admit, that bench is one of the strongest benches I've seen in a while. The bench is strong. You got Sancho, Watkins, Gessond, Anana, Barkley, Bogard, and Matson. It's all pretty crazy, to be honest. So I like it. I like it a lot, actually. I like what I'm seeing here of that Aston Villa starting lineup. And fair play to Unai for dropping Ollie Watkins. I think it's the right choice. I'm going to share my thoughts out. We're going to share the league table. I'm just trying to actually see what this version looks like on there as well. Are you happy with that and what we see there? Big up to everyone. Make sure you are smashing the like button. And as I said, if you don't like the, is it vertical? If you don't like the vertical version, the horizontal version is available as well. So my thoughts on Ollie Watkins being dropped. I saw something very clear midweek. Very clear midweek. And what I saw is when Ollie Watkins came on as a sub for Donyell Marlin, Watkins was trying too hard. Every shot, every opportunity he was trying to get away, which ended up making him take too many touches, make too many mistakes, and ultimately, the game started to become, can Ollie Watkins score? Will Ollie Watkins score? That's what it became like. I'm not here. It's not the Ollie Watkins show. it's not the Ollie Watkins show anymore, people. It's a team game. It's an effort. And so I think this is the right decision. I was seeing too much going on where people were too involved with that. So there we go. But as we look into the league table, this game is massive today. I'm just going to get the league table up now so everyone can have a look at it. I've said this top 4 race is wide open. Aston Villa, remember, were in a position where we hadn't scored in the 3 game weeks. We were rotting in the table. I had an absolute head loss. I was thinking it's doom and gloom for Aston Villa, didn't I?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I'm now talking about us in a bloody European race. Turn it around. So yeah, this is what we're looking at. And as I said, this is what things are showing us. And yeah, as I said, if you are on the horizontal version, then of course you can. Sorry, if you're on the vertical version, you can also tune into the stream on the horizontal one as well. So this is the league table. What's everyone's thoughts on this? Because today is the day where Villa can make serious inroads again on there. And I look at this league table with a lot of optimism. I'm not looking at Arsenal. I'm not looking at the top of the table. But what I am looking at is that race for top 4. That race for top 4 is absolutely massive. A win for Villa today takes us to 24 points. And depending on the Arsenal and Chelsea result, we could go above Chelsea today and to above... sorry, let me say that again. A win today takes Villa to 24 points, which would be above Chelsea if Arsenal beat them and a point behind Manchester City. Unbelievable when you look at it. Man United and Palace was sort of a big game. It would have been good to have a draw there. But ultimately, Villa are on the climb. Villa are on the march. And that Liverpool game, as I said, annoying that we dropped points to them. But I'm looking at this. It's a massive European push. Getting a win today is imperative. It keeps us in that top 4, and it's going to be massive. So I'd love to know what people think about that. VJ's horizontal. Yeah, horizontal, vertical. I won't be doing that again. I think it's confused, and it hasn't quite worked for the interaction that I wanted. So I won't be doing that again. But if you prefer the up and down, then we got it. But yeah, that is the lineup today, and I hope everyone is all good. We got a draw in the chat. Michael said up there, Aston Villa, absolutely. We got a 3-0 Villa score prediction coming in as well. We've got draw and score prediction. Yeah, I'm going to get into that in a second. I haven't even looked at Wolves' team for a reason, because it's not about what Wolves do today. I say this with Villa a lot. It's nothing to do with what Wolves do. It's all about what we do. It's all about how we go about business. The team is strong. There's a great bench today. I think Villa, will we keep the clean sheet? That is the biggest prediction of them all. Will Aston Villa find a way to keep a clean sheet today? I think I am actually looking at a 3 or 4-0 today. And I want to get my goal difference up. I want my goal difference above Sunderland's. I want to get it flying. I'm thinking 3 or 4-0. Paul Swansville said, win today and we keep pressure on top 5. Daniel Marlon 2 today, 4-2 win. Wouldn't be surprised we go behind. It's that sort of thing with Villa. You never know with us. You never know. But what I am saying is, I'm almost 99.9% sure we're winning today. And I like having that confidence going into a football game with Villa. I'm pretty confident that Daniel Marlon scores. And I'm pretty confident that we're going to see a really fast-flowing Villa game. But I have to go back to what I've said. Villa are the kings of bottling it, not turn up to games in which we really should be winning on paper. So there we go. But yeah, big up to the horizontal gang or the vertical gang. Depends which gang you're in. At the Villa and afternoon. But yeah, we are on big up today. So we will be tuning over to that in a minute. But yeah, people, I'd love to know your thoughts. I'd love to know your feelings around this one. Man United are currently 2-1 up against Crystal Palace, which is, I'm not going to lie to you, a very good result. To be 2-1 up against Crystal Palace away from home is a very, very big and reassuring result. Will they hold on? We'll have to wait and see. But I'm confident today, people. I'm confident today. So yeah, get your. What we're going to do is we're going to obviously divert over in a minute to the watch along bigger. I think I've got that scheduled for 10 minutes time, so we'll head over to that in a minute. But yeah, overall feelings and vibes of this really that Wolves' form, which I'll show you again in the table. You only have to look at Wolves' form here. Ready? This is all you need to know about Wolves. 5 losses in a row. Aston Villa are playing Wolves, 5 losses in a row. Aston Villa are something like unbeaten in 30 home games. We don't lose at home. Wolves are shit. Wolves are the worst team in the league by a country mile. Burnley, who just got promoted, by the way, and I think Burnley are absolutely terrible, right? Are 8 points clear of Wolves. Wolves are absolute disgrace. It's also a bit of a derby, a rivalry, whatever you want to call it. At the end of the day, if Villa lose to Wolves, then we don't deserve, right now, we do not deserve European football. We don't deserve European football. Star's coming with a hot drink, bless her. It's cute. She's got a Villa tire on. Anybody see anything for that Wolves fan? Mind the gap boy. Oh, the guy done all the chants. Yeah, where is he now, Andy? Where is he now, son? But yeah, honestly, just looking at that, I've got to say this again. Wolves, 2 points. Wanky Wolves, 2 points. -20. -20 goal difference. Thank you, love. Just been given some white Smarties. Not normal Smarties, white Smarties. But yeah. Listen. -20. It's crazy. We want to be putting another 4 or 5 past these boys today. I might have a quick look at their starting lineup. Big up, Evan for life. I'm good. I'm expecting a big Villa win today. I can't beat around the bush here. I don't want anything but a big W. Right, who's their team? I haven't even really looked at it. So you've got Sam Johnson in goal. Used to be a Villa boy. They've got, I've never heard of that right back. Look, without being disrespectful, I don't watch much football outside of Villa. And you don't hear, I'll be honest, like you hear names, like you can still name like people, I was going to say I can name Burnley players, Leeds can't. But basically, these low fodder teams, you hear 1 or 2 names. That back 4, I've never heard of. Tachohu, Agabudu, Mosquera, Gomez, and Mela Wolfe. Who the hell are they? Like, this is jokers. Bellegarde, Andre, and Gomez. And I'm pretty sure one of Andre or that Gomez, someone's going to do a massive raid for them in January. One of those midfielders is an absolute baller, apparently. And because Wolves look like they're going down, I think it was like an Arsenal or a Chelsea or Tottenham. I read some of these are all rumours. Are going to put in like a 20-30 million bid to try and snatch one of these. And then up front is that John Arias, who's like a Colombian, John Duran BTEC, and Strand Larson, who wanted to move to Newcastle and hates his life because he didn't get his move. So overall, this Wolves team is crap. -20. 2 points, they're crap. And how I alluded to at the start, everyone's sort of going, but Villa are the team that hand teams these wins. You don't do that to this Wolves team today. You don't do that. These are unreal. Has anyone tried white Smarties, by the way? We've just got some now. They're unreal. They're different level white Smarties. Big up to Meeks on the house. Drive safe, Meeks. Big up, Meeks. So, things that I won't accept today is a loss. I don't care. Again, I've got to the stage of Villa. A poor performance, even if we play poorly, if we get 3 points, I don't care. I've now realised it's just about ticking over and getting over the line. Of course, playing well and winning breeds confidence. You look at Liverpool, for example, at the start of the season. Liverpool went 5 games winning. A lot of it was deep into extra time. A lot of it seemed a little bit fluky and not sustainable. And guess what? Liverpool have fallen off a cliff. So there is method to that madness. If you play poorly and keep winning, if you don't turn it around, it's going to catch up with you eventually. I'm intrigued to know what people think of that, if I'm honest. So let's just win today. Let's get 3 points. But I actually think with Ollie Watkins out the starting lineup, with Donyell Marlin giving that nod to say, hey, you're number one today, I think we're going to see a confident Donyell Marlin performance. So, big out to everyone. I'm now going to drop the link.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm going to drop the... That's gone down the wrong way. I'm going to drop the link in for the... In a second. As I said, I don't horizontal thing. I don't know how I got conned into doing that, but I think that was because StreamYard have this new feature and they're telling you to use it. So I'm not going to use it again, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I've pinned a message of where the watch on will be. Big up to everyone. If you do prefer the bloody vertical, I'm mixed up now. Vertical. It's all linked in together. No idea. Technology is nuts. I'm dying. But yeah, I don't know how it's working.
You don't know the normal one. There's no messages on there. But there is on your.
It is. There's a chat. I'll show you. Because I'm right here. Yeah, but it's all working. It is. I've just had a Smartie and it's gone down the wrong way.
You got that, do you?
But yeah, just to reiterate them, this is the Villa team before we switch over. This is the Villa team today. That's the Wolves team. We don't want to look at them. I like the Villa team. I think it's the right balance, as always. People could argue, oh, where's Amadou Onana, etc. But you've got Emi Martinez. You've got Matty Cash, Konsa, Pau Torres, Luca Dean, Yuri Tillemans, and Kamara. You've then got McGinn, Wright, and Buendia with a Don Mallet. I think Yuri Tillemans is just a breath of fresh air when he's back in the Villa team. He is the reason why. Yuri Tillemans is the reason why Amadou Onana doesn't get a look in anymore. Okay, it's as simple as that. Yuri Tillemans is the reason Amadou Onana does not play. Can never drop Yuri. Kamara's too good. McGinn is captain. He's held his position in that team. Emi Buendia is like the Unai favourite, Mr. Reliable. And then, of course, Morgan Rogers and Donyell Marlin started to link up quite nicely. I started to see a bit of a relationship form between those two because Ollie Watkins is absolutely dead in the water in terms of his link-up play right now, people. So, yeah, I do wonder how this one will fare. That team is good. That team is strong. That team should be beating a Wolves team who is on minus 20 goal difference and only 2 points. They have taken L's for fun. But yeah, I think everything's to play for. And what I love is that Arsenal play Chelsea this weekend. And I'm not going to lie. Unless you believe Villa are going to win the Premier League, then you want an Arsenal loss, okay, to keep the gap. Ultimately, I am constantly looking at the top four. Duncan said Marlon up front is good. It's brilliant news, to be honest. Marlon up front is brilliant news, and I'm all for it. This is how I see the table. Let's let Arsenal run away and try and win the league. They'll still fail, but let them try because it's Lego head, right? Man City, Chelsea, Sunderland, Villa, United, Palace. You can see that 7 there. You know, Spurs, where are Tottenham? Oh, yeah, losing to Fulham at home. Spurs, a mess. It looks like they're not going to get top 4, top 5 again. This season, it's open. Can Sunderland sustain what they're doing? I don't think so either. So a win today for Villa, 24 points. Go above Chelsea. Let Arsenal beat Chelsea. We're a point behind Man City in second. We've got Arsenal to play as well soon. You know, even a Chelsea and Arsenal draw. We can take points off Arsenal at home. Let's win today against Wolves. Then we've got Arsenal. And I'm starting to believe in myself that we're going to win the league. And Heidi's going to tell me to calm down. But we're going to win it. We're going to win it. The lineup's strong. But loss today or a draw for me just sets us backwards. And I can't think we're going to do that. Hello, Pat. So, yeah, I think everyone's confident. Good line today, Villa with 21. Does anyone believe in a clean sheet? I do want a clean sheet. But, yeah, it is a big derby day today. And we're going to do well. So the game is on Sky. This is the start at the end of Watkins' time. Villa in truth. Incorrect. Especially if Malin goes and bags a couple today and Villa look flowing, attacking, ebbing in our starting lineup and our play, I think the case of Watkins to start is in the bin, isn't it? and I'll go back to my truth on it all. What I did not like midweek in that Europa League game was the fact that as soon as Ollie Watkins came off the bench, it became all about him trying to score. It became all about every time Ollie got the ball, he tried to shoot, made the wrong decision. Every time Ollie was in and around the 18-yard box, he was taking too many touches. And then players almost felt sorry for Ollie Watkins that we were trying to give him the ball on purpose. Does that make sense? We were almost going, oh my God, I feel so sorry for Ollie Watkins because he needs a goal. So let's just pass to him every time. No, I don't want that. I want my team scoring ruthlessly. It doesn't matter who scores. It doesn't matter who scores. Just put the ball in the back of the net. But yeah, I believe Watkins' time at Villa is over. Sorry, this season is slow, not winning the mentality yet. He looks a yard off the pace. I always say we're going to win the league, but you know me, forever the optimist. I love it, Michael. I can't believe where I was at the start of the season, where I didn't even think we'd score a goal all season. You know, I know that's a bit of an exaggeration, but things look bleak. What that team have done is let that transfer window settle. Unai has basically told them to buckle up, get on with it. This is football. This is the harsh reality of football. Stop sulking. And what I have seen is this Villa team don't sulk anymore. There's still a question over the mentality and mindset, but this Villa team don't sulk. They don't feel sorry for themselves. They don't hide in their shadow. They go, they play, and I think that comes from Unai Emery. There was a lot of sulking from that squad at the start of the season. A lot of sulking. So fair play. Come on, Unai. Come on, the Villa boys. Let's have it. But yeah, we are going to jump over to Big Up in a second for the watch along. I will put the links in again. And yeah, I'm excited for this. As I said, we're well fed. We've had our sandwich. Heidi's made the brews. We've now got some white. Oh, we've got another. I was making another. We had the white Smarties. We managed to do the food shop early, so we weren't rushing around. I'm all relaxed there for the game. And John McGinn's had a haircut as well. I've had a little trim up. I got a lasagna, haven't we? John McGinn's had a trim. He's ready. He's hungry. But this Wolves team's crap. If we lose to them, I won't be happy. Yeah. I did say that. Started seeing Josh Ewan said Watkins non-replaceable player. Man will get loads. Yeah, terrible. I can't believe the season Ollie Watkins have him. I can't believe how far a cliff Ollie Watkins has fallen off. Like there'll be theses and research done on this. How come someone who was unplayable last season and even when he was missing chances, he still was scoring and assisting, and he was, integral to everything that Villa do. To now, no one cares if he's dropped. Actually, no one cares. No one's worried. If Ollie Watkins was out for 4 or 5 months, we're not really panicking, are we? That's the mindset. So, big up to everyone. Let's get over to the bit. Everything's working today. I'm going to copy and paste the links again. All the tech we've got on early. We haven't had to rush around today. Ellie's football game, Stars football game, got called off because of the frozen pitch. So we went and got the food shop early, and I've been able to set up with Heidi early, and we've ate, drank, we're set up. The TV's all sorted. The Wi-Fi, is working. Pray, and things are all good. So listen, let's get ready. Click that link. Come over to the Big Up. Watch along guys will be good. Get out the hype. Slightly different element. If you've never done it, come and give it a go. If you have done it, then you know where to be. Get on the app. Get over to the Big Up. And if you don't have the app, just do it on the browser. I'll see you all there. Big Up. Shout out to everyone. Over to the Big Up. We go up the Villa. Massive win. And come over and I'll give you my score. I've already given my score prediction, to be fair. I'm pretty confident. I'll give you a huge win. Huge win. I'll get your score prediction on Big Up then. We'll get Heidi's prediction on Big Up. Right. See you over on the Big Up. I'm out of here. And if you've just joined, it's in the comments below. Ta-da.